have a math activity that we are going to do. So I have a little math story first about counting, and then we are going to learn a card game with a deck of cards, and we're also going to use, so in your supplies you'll see that you needed an egg carton and some counters. You need 10 counters like of each kind. So I used blue Lego as one of my counters, and then Lego people is one of my counters. So I have 10 Lego figures and 10 blue Lego pieces, and I'm gonna use them in my math counting game here because we are going to do some addition today. So here we go. First, I'll read you a story with some counting, and then we will make our little math game here. Ready? This is called Bear Counts, and we've actually read some of the bear books before. They're written by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. We read around Thanksgiving, we read Bear Says Thanks, and we also read Bear's Loose Tooth. And if you remember, all of these bear books always are rhyming books. This one is too, and it's with numbers. And it has beautiful illustrations in it. Remember, we loved looking at the pictures in this. So Bear Counts. Mouse and bear share breakfast, basking in the morning sun. Bear looks up and points, and the bear counts 1. One sun floating high, one giant dragonfly, one robin on her nest, only one berry left. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? 1. That was an easy one to count. Mouse and Bear see Hare, and Hare calls out, "Howdy do." He is holding yummy fruit, and the bear counts 2. 2. 2 paws with which to hold a treat, 2 apples crisp and sweet, 2 stumps for perfect chairs, 2 friends who love to share. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? 1, 2. Bear hears funny sounds coming from an aspen tree. It's raven, owl, and wren, and the bear counts 3. 3 chums who chitter chat, 3 funny muskrats, 3 clouds above the trees, 3 bumbling bumblebees. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? 1, 2, 3. Bear cries, "Look, it's Badger, Mole and Gopher by the shore. Badger has his fishing pole, and the bear counts 4. 4 fish splish and splash, 4 geese waddle past, 4 turtles on a log, 4 croaking hopping frogs. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? 1, 2, 3, 4. Mouse squeaks, "Let's go swimming," and in the pond they dive. The friends float in the pond, and the bear counts 5. 5 ducks in the water, 5 lively river otters, 5 lovely lily pads, 5 pinching crawdads. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Now you can count just like Bear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, with our game today, we're actually going to count up to 10, and we're going to do some addition. So our game is called Make 10, but we actually have to make something before we play Make 10. an egg carton. Now let's count how many spots are in your egg carton here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We don't need 12 actually, we only need 10. So we have to get rid of 2 of these. So our first job is we are going to cut off the lid because we don't need the lid part. But we could use the lid to hold our counters after. So I'm going to use my pair of scissors here and I'm going to cut off the lid. Get your scissors and cut the lid off with me. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're just using this to help us with our math game. I want you to save it after though, because we might use this again and it's pretty handy to have. Okay, so I've got it cut off. Do you have yours cut off? So I have 2 pieces. Okay, so then the next part is we need to cut off this little guy. Okay, we don't need this piece on. So we're going to cut off this piece here with our scissors. So grab your scissors and cut this piece off with me too. There we go. So this piece can probably go in recycling if you took it out of recycling. And this piece we could actually save because maybe I'll use it to hold my counters. Okay. So now here's the next part is we don't need all of them. We need to cut 2 of these off. So I want you to cut 2 off the end and keep 10 of them. Okay. So I'm going to cut 2 like this, and it can be a little tricky to do this. So take your time. I'm going to take my time too, and we're going to cut this off. Ooh, that's a little tricky to get in there, isn't it? Okay, so I don't need this little piece, but maybe you can use it for something else. So I'll put that aside. And now here it is. I have 10 spots to hold things in. So let's count one more time just to make sure. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is, we are going to call this our 10 frame, and we actually use 10 frames a lot when we do math. And they're really cool because they help us see how to add things up to 10. And it makes it super easy. So let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to tilt my computer down now so that you guys can see, okay? So here is my 10 frame. And then I have my 2 sets of counters. So remember I said I was using Lego. So I have 10 blue Lego pieces. Okay, let's see. Do you see them here? 1. Okay, so here we are. I have my 10 frame, and then I need 2 sets of different counters. Because if I use all blue Lego, it's not going to work. So look, I have some blue Lego, and I have 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you could use anything for your counters. You could use jelly beans, or you could use little dolls if you have little dollies. You could use marbles. You could use Lego pieces. There's lots of things that you could use in here. And then my other set of, because I need them to be different, is I chose to use Lego people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here we go. Now this is what's so cool about this. I can now figure out how to add things up to 10. Watch this. Watch if I take 3 blue pieces. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm going to use my other counters in the other parts to see what makes 10. So I'm going to fill them in like this. I'm going to fill it in with my Lego people here. And then I'm going to count it. Okay, so how many blue pieces do I have? Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3. How many other pieces, Lego people pieces, do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess what? I know that 3 plus 7 equals 10. Now watch, I can take it out. Okay, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to show you one more before we keep going. Okay, so I got my Lego pieces there. So let's see. I think you guys already know the answer to this one. What if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? How many do I have down here? 5 plus what makes 10? Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. Now the reason that we made this is because we are going to play a card game that has lots of adding in it. And this will help us figure out what cards we need. This is like a math tool that we're going to use. Okay, so I am going to put my pieces over here a little bit so that I can show you my cards. So I'm going to put my 10 frame over here and I'm going to show you again when I need it. So I need you to get a pack of cards. Mine are Oilers ones. See, and they're all there. Now, for this game, we don't need all of our cards. You're going to sort them with me. We need all the cards that have a number on them. But we don't need the cards like this, like the Jack or the Queen, or where's that King? Or the King, okay? We don't need the Jack, King, or Queen, but we need all the cards with numbers and we need the ace. And our ace is going to be a 1. Do you see? Because it has 1 on it. Okay, so get your cards and sort them with me. I'm going to sort mine too. And then when we're finished sorting, we will be ready to play our game.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go! Bring me down, can't none bring me down.
So now we have all of our cards sorted. All of these cards that have the numbers on them and the aces I'm going to use. I don't need these for this card game. So I'm going to put these back into my box and tuck them away. So this is how Make 10 works. We're going to put 4 cards down. So you do this with me. Ready? Get your cards and put 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to put your cards here. You want to make 10. That is your goal, is to add these up to 10. So in this first round, guess what? I got a really easy one because guess what? I got a 10. I already got one. So I'm going to put that away to the side. I get to keep that. Now, now this one is gone. So watch, I'm going to flip a new card over so that I always have 4. Guess what I got again? A 10. So guess what? I'm going to take this off, put it to the side. I get to keep it. I'm going to flip one over. Oh, now I don't have any 10s. So now I have to see if any of these add up to 10. This is where I'm going to use my 10 frame to count. So I'm going to look and see. I have a 6. Let's put 6 into our 10 frame. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What number do I need to make 10? I would need 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have a 4 down here? I do not, so I can't use my 6. It's not going to work. So I'm going to take those ones out. And let's see, I'm going to try another one. How about a 3? Let's see what I would need with a 3 to make 10. So I'm going to put 3 in. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to fill my other spots in with my blue pieces. Ready? And I'm going to count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this tells me that a 3 and a 7 make 10. I know I have a 3 because I started with that. Do I have a 7 to go with it to make 10? I do, right here. So 3 and 7 make 10. I'm going to put them off to the side. Okay, I'm going to take my counters out and I'm going to do another one. Now look, I only have 2 cards here. What do I need to do? I'm going to flip them up. Flip one up, flip one up. Hey, look what I got again. I got a 10. I'm going to move it over to the side and I'm going to flip a new one up. Hey, I think we saw this one, didn't we? We saw this one before. Let's use that number 5. I'm going to use my 10 frame to see if I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I need down here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this tells me that 5 plus 5 make 10. Do I have 5 and 5? I sure do. Okay, so just a sec. Let's take these guys out now. I have a 5 and a 5 to make 10. Okay, I'm going to flip up new ones. Ready? Oh my gosh, what a lucky day. Look what I got again. A 10. I'm going to put that over to the side. Okay, now look what I have. I have 4, 5, 1, and 6. Let's see. I'm going to use my 6 and see, because I already know I just did this one. I know that if I have 5, I need another 5 to make 10. So let's see. And this one is only 1. So let's see about the 6. I'm going to count 6 in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how many I need in the bottom of my 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, I got some hopping Lego people there. Sorry about that. This tells me that 6 plus 4 makes 10. And look at that. I have a 6 and I have a 4. They make 10. Here's another neat thing about cards. They actually tell us the number on them. Look at this one here. See on the 6, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on this one, it's a 4 and it has 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could also count using this. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to put those to the side and then I flip up 2 new cards because I always need 4 cards here. I'm going to put away my things so my 10 frame is empty. And let's see if you guys notice any more on mine. Look what I have. I have a 5, a 1, and a 2. I bet you guys already know which one adds up to 10. Do you see my 2 5s? Because I already did that one, didn't I? I'm going to put them away and I'm going to flip up some new ones. Hey, I just did this one also. 6 and 4. I'm going to make sure just to double check that I have it right. So I'm going to use my 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to see if 6 and 4 go together to make 10. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, that does work. I'm going to take my 4 and my 6 and put it to the side. And now I'm going to flip up my new ones. Oh, this one is a little bit tricky. Look at what I have. I'm going to show you one example of these, and then I'm going to let you guys go off and try playing this game at home. So look what I have here. What flipped up? A 7. So I'm going to put 7 in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many more do I need to make 10? I need 1, 2, 3. I need 3 more to make 10. Now, look at this. I don't have a number 3, but look what I do have. I have a 2, and I have a 1. And look what happens when I put my 2 and my 1 together. How many are there? It makes 3. So I could go like this. I could go 3 plus 7 makes 10. And now this time I need 3 new cards. And then I keep playing my game until I use as many of the cards as I can. So look at, I'm going to show you one more here to see. I'm going to see if I can get stuck so I can show you what happens when we do get stuck. So look at this one. It's some new numbers that we haven't had. Look, we haven't had a 9 yet. Let's figure out what we need for a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many more do I need to make 10? I only need 1. Look at that. I have a 1. I'm going to put them aside. There we go. Okay, let's see. This one I have. So now you're going to keep going. Let me get all my blues out. Okay. So now we keep playing the game, but let's see what happens when we get stuck. So I'm going to keep playing. You keep watching just for a sec. I'm going to go fast so that if I get stuck, I can explain the rule. So I know that 8 and 2 make 10. Ah, perfect timing. Look at the cards that I have. Oh, nope, not perfect timing. Sorry, guys. A 1 and a 9 makes 10. Whoopsies. And I know that a 4 and a 6 make 10. And a 2 and an 8. Oh my goodness. I hope my cards don't work out perfectly because I want to show you what to do when we don't have cards that work anymore. Okay, I know my 7 and my 3. This is not working out very well, friends, because it's kind of turning into a perfect game, which doesn't always happen. Okay, finally, I have one that doesn't work. So I have a 3 and a 9 and an 8 and a 9. None of those work. So if that ever happens and none of them work, you can turn up a new card and see if one of those matches it to keep the game going. Okay? And then you keep going and you see how many. So I got a 1 and then I have a 9 and I'm going to put it aside. Now I have 3 cards left and I'm all out of cards over here. So my game is over and I was able to make all of those 10s and I had 3 cards left over. That's pretty good. So when you play this game, what I want you to do is I want you to see how many cards you have left over at the end, because you want to have not very many cards. And sometimes you get like a perfect game and they all go together. It's pretty cool. So you're going to use your 10 frame when you play this with your counters in it, because it's going to help you see what makes 10. And it's so much easier to do math when we can actually see it and count it and touch stuff so that we can count. And then it makes a bit more sense for our brain. So I hope that you guys have lots and lots of fun playing Make 10 and using your 10 frame counter. And make sure to save this because we might actually use this again coming up, okay? Have fun and happy adding. Remember, you can even come on our Google Meet with me and show me how well you're doing playing Make 10, or you could take a picture and send it to me on Seesaw, or you could take a little video of yourself playing the game and send it to me on Seesaw. I really want to see how you're doing with all your adding up. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.